Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's webinar. I want to thank everybody for being here, and I do want to start off by saying that we do have limit license available. So we have a large number of people signing up for Motiply here lately, which is absolutely awesome. However, we are area constricted, so if there isn't any space in your area, we'll see what we can do for you. But at the end of the webinar, if you'll just send me an email and ask me if there's space in your area, that would be great. So we'll go ahead and get started with Motiply. So game changer. Why is Motiply a game changer? The reason why it's a game changer is because with our platform and with the material that we give you, we've kind of done the grunt work for you. We've kind of laid everything out there. We give you marketing material. We give you email campaigns. We give you everything you need to own your own business, to be successful at this. So it's kind of like taking candy from a baby in that aspect. You know, we've made it so easy for you to reach out and grab these customers. So like I said, it's like taking candy from a baby. Something I do want to get into, there's a lot of people that are very skeptical about a lot of things. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a multi-level marketing campaign. This is none of that. This is starting up your own business, making mobile websites and apps for people that need them, and it's about making money off of those people. If you get rich off of it, that's absolutely amazing, and I want everybody to do well at it. However, if you're not serious, if you're not hungry, if you're not willing to take a leap of faith and go out and do these things, then just leave the webinar now. This might not be for you. If you're going to be skeptical the whole entire time, then you probably should look for something else. But if you're sick and tired of your 9-to-5 job, if you're not happy with your boss, if you're looking to make a change in your life, then stay in this webinar. There's a lot of great things you're going to learn today. So we're going to get into success. What defines success? What is success? How do you know you've achieved success? Well, when you've achieved success, you're going to have a face similar to this, just a face of pure accomplishment. This kid has succeeded at something. And I'm just going to tell you what I am looking for in anybody that signs up with Motiply. I'm looking for a motivated person, a dedicated person, an ambitious person. I'm looking for somebody that is willing to learn and adapt to their environment. And I'm looking for somebody with a personality. In order to be good at this, you need a good personality. You need people skills, and you need, most importantly, this thing right here, professional bearing. First impressions are everything. And when you display yourself, when you talk to somebody, when you introduce yourself, you need to make a lasting impression on that person. You got to make them realize, what do I like about that person, and what makes that person want to come back? And that's what you need to do. You need to give them something to want to come back to you. This is a quote that I absolutely love. It's entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. And what does that mean? It means that you're going to have to make sacrifices. It means that you are willing to do what most people will not do, to put in those long hours, to work those hard jobs, to do the things that you don't really want to, so later on in life you can reap the rewards from it, so you can live a lifestyle that most people can't. If you want a nice car, if you want a nice house, if you want nice things, obviously those things aren't going to be given to you. So you have to go out, you have to grab life by the horns, you have to be willing to do what other people want, and you have to be willing to succeed. And that's what this quote means. So if you don't take anything with you today, if you say, hey, Motiply is really not what I want to do, because I'm not going to shove Motiply down your throat. I'm going to let you know it's a great opportunity, but I'm not going to tell you that if you don't do this, you're wasting your life away. I'm going to tell you that if you do it, you could be successful at it, and you could live a nice lifestyle. But if you don't take anything away today, I want you to take this quote with you, and I want you to realize that this is something you're going to have to do to be successful in life. You're going to have to do things that you don't want to do so you can be successful. So why is Motiply a lifestyle change? What makes Motiply a way to change my life? Well, it's about creating a lifestyle. It's about more than just creating mobile apps for people. It's about changing how you look at business. Most of us think that, in order to be successful, we have to go to our 9-to-5 job. We have to put in our 401k. We have to save our money. We have to do all of these things. And I'm telling you right now that you don't have to do that. With Motiply, we allow you to I mean, we give you the opportunity to work the hours you choose to make the kind of money that you think that you're worth. And that's the most important thing. Everybody thinks that they're worth more than what they are. I mean, the reason why you're in here right now is because you're probably not happy with your job, and you're probably not happy with the money that you're making. You're looking to better your life. You're looking to be better. And that's kind of what you get here. It's making the money that you're worth. If you think you're worth $100 an hour, then you can charge $100 an hour because this is your business at the end of the day. It's breaking free from the 9-to-5 chains that I was telling you. Freedom. Freedom is something that I personally love as a business owner. Being able to do the things I want to do when I want to do them, wake up at the time I want to wake up. You know, I do know that I have to wake up at a reasonable hour so I can talk to people and make some money. But, you know, I still have the freedom of choosing when that is instead of somebody choosing that for me. It's about financial stability and job security. You know, having great job security, financial stability is something that we all seek in life. We all want to be able to afford the things that we want to afford, and we want to be able to pay our rent on time, pay our car payment on time, and that's something that you can do. If you already have a job, then you can do that, and you can use Motiply as your supplemental income until one day the supplemental income outweighs your regular income at your 9-to-5 job. And, you know, everybody here, I want you to invest in yourself. Everybody needs to invest in themselves. Why should I invest in myself? Well, that's kind of a no-brainer. You know, I mean, you're not going to purposely let yourself down. You're not going to go out of your way to screw yourself over. So invest in yourself to be better. You know, I mean, you want to be better. You want to do good things. Then you're going to do that if you invest in yourself and put in those few years that most people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Some of the things we're going to go over today, we're going to go over why is Google changing up the entire mobile marketing website game. How are they doing it? What's the reason behind doing it? How does Motiply work? What am I going to do in Motiply? What exactly is Motiply? And how am I going to make money with Motiply? That's the profit potential, and you will make money. And then the features, you know, we're going to go over all of the new features that we have and our idea and what we want to do in the future. Motiply, in our mission statement at Motiply, is to provide entrepreneurs with a complete mobile website and mobile app building business in the palm of their hand. We want to give you everything you need to be successful. Like I said before, we want to give everything you need. We've already done the grunt work for you so you can be successful, and we want to continue to do that. We always want to make it incredibly easy for you. Since we founded Motiply in 2011, we've put over $300,000 in development. We're constantly changing our back-end platform to make it easier for you, and we're constantly adding new features. So once a month, we're adding a new feature because we're adapting to what our customers need. So, you know, we'll take advice from you guys. You'll tell us, hey, you know, so-and-so wants this. We think that this needs to be implemented, and we take all of your suggestions into play, and we start to create those apps that you guys need and that you guys want. And then you get one-on-one training and support. Everybody that signs up with Motiply, you get this guy right here, Charlie Eden. I will always help you through any kind of problem you have with selling to a customer, any questions you have. I'm happy to do mock phone calls with you. I'm happy to do everything with you, and I want to do that for you. So that's something that you get. You know, a good question is, why do businesses need mobile websites? What makes a mobile website important? And first we need to realize what a mobile website is and what a mobile app is. A mobile website is accessed through your device's browser. A mobile app is downloaded on your mobile device. Now, any mobile website created by Motiply can be downloaded as an app. So, SMBs. SMBs are small to medium businesses. And like I said, there's so many searches being done on Google right now through mobile phones. Actually, 50% of all searches online right now are done by mobile phones. And only 6% of businesses actually have mobile websites. You can see that's astonishing. I think that that's unacceptable. And we have to change that. And businesses are actually starting to realize that it's no longer a luxury to have a mobile website. It's actually a necessity to have a website with what Google is doing, and we're going to get into that here in a little bit. So we want to change the 6% number, and that's what you can do. So we're going to show some disadvantages of people, and why is it a disadvantage of not having a website that's mobilely optimized. 40% of people will click on another mobile result if it's not mobile friendly. 46% of users say that they are unlikely to return to a website that they had trouble accessing, and 34% people said that they would visit their competitor's website. So I'll just tell you something a little bit about me. I use my phone. I have a Galaxy S4, and I love Google. My Google app is on my home screen, and I usually touch the little microphone button, and I tell Google what I want it to do for me. I'm constantly searching for new businesses because I do a lot of things in my life that makes me look out for new businesses. So I'm online and I'm looking at businesses, and let's say that I want to go out to a new restaurant. I type in restaurants near me, and I look for restaurants, and if I go to a restaurant's website and they do not have a mobile website, I'm not going to go to their website. I'm not going to go to their restaurant because, A, I'm going to try to find their menu first to see if it's somewhere I even want to eat. And if I'm having a really hard time, because most of the time I'm in my car when I'm doing this. So if I'm having a hard time scrolling through their website, trying to find their menu, zooming in and out because they don't have a mobile-friendly website, I'm just going to move on to the next website that is mobile-friendly, and then they're going to get my business. So you can see that websites that don't have companies that don't have mobile websites will actually lose business because they don't have a mobile website. And these are just some statistics that you can look up. So you can go to Gomez and you can actually see Icebreaker Consulting that these are actual real statistics that I'm giving you. So Google. I told you earlier Google is changing up mobile marketing, and they've actually flipped the entire market upside down on how they do mobile marketing. They changed their algorithm back in 2013, and then this is a quote from Mr. Cato himself. He's a software engineer for Google, and I would not even try to pronounce that first name, but if you can, congratulations. In June 11, 2013, to improve the search experience for smartphone users, they addressed their pain points. We plan to roll out several ranking changes in the near future that address sites that are misconfigured for smartphone users. Now, what does that mean? It means that Google in 2013, Google is actually starting to improve the way they display search results for you. They are seeking new ways to be better at displaying mobile websites in the mobile web browser. And actually in 2013, they started to penalize sites that did not have a mobile-friendly website. So if they gave the user a bad experience, they would actually penalize that site. So instead of by penalizing, I mean that they're starting to knock them down in the rankings. So if that site was in first place on Google and then you search on your mobile phone and they're still on Google and they don't have a mobile website, it's really hard for the customers to use, they're going to slowly knock them down from first to second to third to fourth until they, until they're eventually gone. So in 2014, Google actually admitted the fact that they're giving mobile-friendly sites priority rankings, and what that means is if a company has a mobile website, they're going to be ranked higher than a company that does not have a mobile website. So you can see that the importance of being on. It's really important to be number one on Google because how many of you guys, honestly, how many of you guys go to the second page of Google when you're searching for a restaurant or you're searching for something new in your area? Chances are most of you don't. Actually, 60% of all people only click on the first, second, and third link on Google. So if you're not in those number one spots, chances are you're not going to get business. So I'm going to actually show you something here. This is my Android phone, and this is a search that I did. I did carpet cleaning in Jacksonville, Florida. And if we'll look right here, you'll see a mobile-friendly tag. You'll see another mobile-friendly tag, and you'll see another mobile-friendly tag. This is the Google Maps listing right here. So this company here, then you got the Google Map listings, and then these are the ones under the Google Map listings. So you can actually see that the businesses that do not have mobile-friendly tags, so these guys do not have mobile-friendly websites, they are currently ranked lower than all of the companies that do have mobile websites. So this is something that you're going to use when you start to explain to customers, because you're going to go out to businesses and you're going to tell them that you own a mobile web business, that you can design a mobile website for them and a mobile app, and you're going to let them know that they're losing business to people that do have mobile-friendly websites on mobile phones, and you're going to let them know that 50% of customers, 50% of all searches are actually being done on mobile phones, so that you can see why it's so important to have a mobile website. How do I get that mobile-friendly tag? What is a mobile-friendly tag in the first place? A mobile-friendly tag is what I just explained, a company that has a mobile website. It's a company that meets all of Google's criteria. Google has a entire web page dedicated to what they look for, and we're going to go over that here in just a second. And we're going to show you what it looks like. And I'll tell you right now that any website designed by Motiply is 100% mobile friendly. It meets all of Google's criteria. Am I going to get into showing you every little detail that Google has and what the criteria that they want? No, I'm not. But I'm just going to let you know that these are, you can see some of the things that they're offering, using different devices, understanding key points, selecting your mobile configuration, the dynamic serving, all of this stuff. These are all things that Google look for. And if you will copy down this website right here, it's developers.google.com/webmasters/mobile sites /mobile-SEO. So you can see it's displayed right here. Just go to that and kind of look at this on your own time. You really don't need to know any of this. You just need to know that this is the criteria Google need, that the Google wants, and that we meet all of that criteria. So here's a business that I own in Columbia, South Carolina. It's called JMB Detailing. It's just some stuff. It's a business I started up a long time ago. I've owned it for about 8 years. Joseph Federal and I actually started this up. So anyway, this is my website, and I'm going to show you that this is what it looks like on the computer. I'm going to show you what it looks like on a mobile phone right here, and we're going to actually go over this later. But I'm going to show you why it meets all the criteria. And this is actually, if you guys go to this, you can test any website and see if it does meet that Google criteria. See if it meets all of those things. And right now it's analyzing. It's going to take a few minutes. But we know that it was designed by Motiply, and we know that it's going to be awesome. This is a website that Joe and I designed. It took about 4.5 hours to design the website. And you can see it does meet all of Google's criteria. And you can do this with anything. If you'll just go to this right here, and you can actually type in whatever website you want to, and it'll let you know if it's mobile friendly or not. Okay, so as I said before, why is Google doing this? Why is Google doing all of the things that they're doing for mobile websites? As I said before, 50% of all searches are being done on mobile devices. So Google wants to ensure that it's getting the best experience to their users as possible. If the user's getting a horrible experience, if they constantly search and they're getting websites that are not mobile friendly, obviously those users are going to eventually stop using Google. And if they're not using Google, it's not good for Google. Google wants to obtain and keep as many customers as they have. So obviously Google's going to do whatever it takes to make those customers satisfied with the way that they receive their search results. So that's why they're changing up all of their criteria and changing up things to make websites, mobile websites, rank higher in Google. How does Motiply work? As I said before, our mission statement is to give you a complete mobile website business in the palm of your hands. When you sign up with us, you are going to get a professionally designed website. And I'm going to show you what that website looks. Here's Joe. Joe is the owner of one of the owners of Motiply, and this is his mobile website, atxmobileapps.com. So let's just say, for instance, we've got a John Doe in the house. John Doe wants to start up his own mobile website business, and he signs up with Motiply. Well, John Doe is going to get a website that looks exactly like this. But it's not going to be called ATX Mobile Apps. It's going to be called whatever he wants to call it. And let's just say he decides to do johndoeapps.com. So John Doe is going to put his logo in whatever he wants up here, but all of this will pretty much stay the exact same. So here's some, I'm just going to navigate the website with you a little bit. The pricing, these are your industry averages. This is what Joe, because Joe does this on the side too, this is what Joe charges to design a website. If you got a really simple website, he's going to charge you $100 to create and then $50 a month to maintain. This is the right here. This is the #1 seller. This is what you're going to do for the most part. You're going to charge about $150 to create that website and $80 a month to maintain that website. This is what you're going to get most of right here. And then you have the deluxe. Obviously, somebody wants a more professionally designed, a more in-depth website, then you can do that for them. Obviously, you're going to charge them extra, and then you're going to charge them extra and maintain it a month. So that's just something that this is the website that you'll get. visit this on your own time, kind of navigate it a little bit, see some of the genres that we have. Also, we're going to give you training videos and tutorials. So, like I said before, we've done everything for you. We have done the grunt work. We've gotten all of it out of the way. So we're going to give you all of the videos that we have created to help you along with the process of signing people up and actually creating these websites. We're going to give you one-on-one over the phone training and support. If you have any question, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, we have a sales team dedicated to answering any questions that you have. And then we also have if you need training in marketing or cold calling, well, then we have that as well. And yes, the big C word, cold calling, oh my God, it's a horrible thing. Everybody hates cold callers. That's not necessarily the truth. You're not a normal, typical cold caller trying to sell stupid stuff. You're actually trying to sell a very good service to a company. So you will have to do some cold calling, and we're going to get into a little bit of that later. Flyers and other marketing templates we've already done for you, so all you have to do is print them out. We give you a complete customer management portal. We give you the ability to accept credit cards, and you can purchase services through the mobile app. This is going to be the #1 seller for all of you guys. Your clients are going to love this. It's going to make it convenient, and it's going to really help out the customer. And then we're going to give you full price control. I mean, it's your business, so obviously you get to charge what you want to. You're not affiliated with Motiply. You are using our back-end platform, but anybody that you sign up, they will not know that you are with Motiply. It's going to be 100% your business. And then once you sign up with us, we give you everything with there's an automated email the moment you sign up. It gives you all of the steps to take to redirect your domain to the professionally designed website that we give you, and actually how to get started on creating these apps. So I've talked a lot about money, and you're going to ask, how am I going to make money with Motiply? And this is exactly how it's going to happen. You're going to do what I told you. You're going to do cold calling. Yeah, cold calling sucks. Not everybody's good at it, but it's going to be the #1 way to actually make money in this business. So the rule is you want to talk to people about 7 times. I like to try to do 5, but most of the times it's 7. So what you're going to do is you're going to cold call a company, and they're probably either going to talk to you or shoot you down because they don't have time. No matter what they do, your very next step is the email marketing campaign. We already have all of the emails in a template for you. All you have to do is select the template that you want and then email it to the customer. So you're going to talk to them on the phone, then you're going to send them an email. So you contacted them twice already. Then sometimes they'll go into junk mail. Sometimes people will just discard it because they don't like to read emails, or they don't have time to do it, or they'll read it and then they'll just forget about it because they're busy. So then you're going to send them a letter in the mail. The letter in the mail is a personal thing. They're like, oh man, this guy's really friendly, or this girl's really friendly. They've called me once. They've sent me an email. Now they're sending me a letter in the mail. They are dedicated, and they really want to create me a mobile website. But see, we're not going to let them go just that easy. We're not going to send them a letter and be like, oh, well, they didn't contact me back. I quit. I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. My life sucks. No, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to send them another email, and then you're going to call them. Okay. Now, this isn't pestering them. This is just being persistent. So this is how you're going to make money. You're going to cold call them. You're going to email them. You're going to send them a direct mail. And then you're also going to send them another email, and then you're going to call them again. So you've already talked to them 6 times. And then on that 7th time, you'll probably close them. Hopefully, you'll close them after the phone call. But this is how you are going to make money with Motiply. And then another thing, anybody that has owned a business before, you know that you hand out your business cards all the time. Everybody loves to hand out business cards. They love to get their name out there, and that's what you'll do. Create some business cards and then hand them out to your friends, family, have them hand them out. Just get your name out there. And then when you sign up right now, we do give you 100 free leads. This is just a promotion we're running for this month, so clearly runs out in a couple days. But take advantage of the 100 free leads. You're going to close about 6%. That's about the average. You call 100 people, you close 6 people. 6 people could mean $600 to $700 a month in income. So I would take advantage of that. Take advantage of signing up and then getting those free leads. If you don't want to do the grunt work and you don't want to search Google for people who don't have mobile-friendly websites, then you can actually just ask us, hey guys, I want 100 leads. Well, it's 20 cents a lead, so it costs you about $20 just to get 100 leads. And then something we did, we actually just had a mastermind group today. Once a month, we get with our licensees and we say, hey guys, what are you doing to make money? What's your strategy? How are you doing it? What are you doing to be successful? And then we let you join that live webinar and we relay all of this information to you so you can figure out what they need, how the market is adapting, and how are you going to, how the market is changing and how you're going to adapt to the market and some strategies to be successful. Here's a diagram of how you're actually going to make your money. So for $199 a month, and actually right now, guys, we're running a special for $99 a month. It's only for February. So anybody that signs up right now, if you sign up today, I will still provide you, even though it's the 29th, I'm still going to provide you with the $99 a month, but our normal fee is $199. So if you sign up at the $199 price, and you're going to get 50 apps. So you're going to be able to create 50 different mobile websites or 50 different apps for businesses. If you charge every single one of your customers just $80 a month, you're going to be making, on average, $4,000 a month. You're paying us $200 a month, so you're making a lot of money. You're making $3,800 a month, which is pretty darn good. Let's say you're doing really good, you get 100 apps, you're moving up to the $398, so you're paying us about $400 a month, but you're making $8,000 a month. And as you can see, it grows. If you get 1,000 people, you're charging $80 a month. You can make $80,000. I'll tell you right now, our top seller is currently doing $27,000 a month. At least last month, he did $27,000 in sales. He's been with us for about 2.5 years. Actually, I'm sorry, 3.5 years. So since Motiply was actually created about 4 years ago, he signed up like 6 months later. He's been with us for a very long time. His name's Victor, and he's just doing an incredible job with this. He's got a dedicated team to cold calling. He's got a dedicated team to making actual websites. So he was doing it on his own, and then after a while, he just got the hang of it, and he's just crushing it right now. And I want you to do the same, and you can do the same if you work hard at it. Most of our people stay within the 100 to 150 apps. So you can see that if you're charging the industry average, you're going to make anywhere from $8,000 to $16,000 a month, which is a pretty good income. So our platform, you said, Charlie, it's like taking candy from a baby. You know, what's your platform looking like? I've never designed a mobile website before. I have no idea how to do it. How do I do it? Here's our platform. So let's say we got to enter in our first and last name. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all this good stuff here. There's my email address. And then I'm going to create a demo. So everything we do on the left side of the screen, it's going to be displayed on the iPhone on the right side. So let's say we're designing a restaurant website. We got this generic image here. Here's some of the features that we have to offer. Here's all of the features that we have to offer. So let's just say you're not a big Yelp fan. I'm personally not. If we scroll all the way over here, you'll actually see the Yelp icon right here. I don't like Yelp, so I would get rid of the Yelp. So I'm going to click on this X here, and then I'm going to hit OK. And as you can see, the phone updates. Scroll over, and Yelp is gone. I've never tweeted before in my life. I don't have a Twitter account, so I'm going to get rid of this. There we go. So now we're ready to edit. So let's say, for instance, this guy's name is Joe, and he wants to do Joe's Pizza. And you find Joe's Pizza online, and you realize, hey, I want a pizza from Joe's Pizza, but I don't know anything about Joe's Pizza. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the About button here. You can see there's nothing in there. Well, if you scroll over to the left-hand side, you're going to go to the Edit button right there. We're going to just type in something. Hi, my name is Joe, and I have amazing pizza. You should eat one. And change your life. Boom. That's a pretty big statement for a pizza. You know, Joe seems like a cool guy, so we're just gonna add some sunglasses in here. You know, if I saw somebody's website that said, "Hi, you should eat my pizza, change your life," probably gonna just give it a shot. So you can see we just updated it. You say, "Hey, where is it at?" We click on the About button, and then everything that we put in, we can actually have over here. Now, if you saw in here, we could do custom images. So let's say we wanted to do a custom image, and we wanted to upload a feature in there. We could actually click on that, and we could upload files directly through whatever their logo is, whatever their background is. We could do that. And then we're just going to go back to pages here. Let's say I love my call button to be the first one in my on my features. So let's say we want to move them around. We'll come up here where it says sort, click on that, scroll and drag, and you can see it actually changes the position on the phone. You can add any kind of image you want in the background. So if you want to do, you know, choose file, you want to add their logo, you can do that. You can put where you want it at. You could choose what file you want, as in what the background looks like, and each feature could be different. So each one you click on, you could actually do an appearance for. You could do a different one over here, add all kind of different features, change the color, put these little icons in there. There's a lot of stuff you can do. And you can see that just changed it around. I changed the way the call buttons look. You know, they look a little more cool here versus the generic ones that we had going over there. And you can see I just kind of edited that a little bit. You know, made that actual Facebook icon look pretty cool. The deals, promotion, contact us, all that stuff. I mean, these are things that you can do. It's very easy to use. So we're going to just move on from this because you kind of get the concept. You can do this on your own. You can go to www.motiply.com /Motiply demo /. Once again, that's www.motiply.com /Motiply demo /. And you can go to the platform that we just went there. You'll enter in your first and last name, and then you begin to create a demo. Okay, so moving on. Some of the new features, we got the ordering platform. Like I said before, this is the way to accept credit card payments and buy merchandise over the phone. I mean, over the mobile app. Everybody's going to love this feature. This is going to be your #1 seller. We can do a file upload feature. We got new video training tutorials for you too. And then we also have a lot more in the future. And everything you do, you can actually sync your CRM, your Constant Contact, your MailChimp with our system here. So this is just a this is my JMB detailing website. So let's say there's a customer, they really want something done, but I have no idea what they're trying to get done. They may have a scratch in their paint that they won't buff out, but I don't know if I can buff it out or not. So instead of wasting my time and my gas money to go see them personally, I can just have them upload a 30-second video to my website, and it comes to me by email. And I could say, oh wow, that scratch is deep. You may have to go to a body shop to have that taken care of. So it's just a really easy way to do things. So they would upload that file, and then we would kind of go from there. So let's say that you set up a bar, you have a website for a bar, and they want to offer a selfie competition. You know, everybody who enters in the selfie competition, they get a free drink, and then anybody who wins gets $1,000. Obviously, they're going to generate a lot of business that way. They're going to, you know, they could do it on a slow night. Wednesday may be their slow night. So they're going to say, hey, Wednesday, come on down. You can actually send text messages to everybody who has downloaded the app. So that's just something else that you can do. It's a feature that we add. So you're going to send out text messages to everybody that downloaded the app, tell them about the selfie competition. You know, people think they can win some money. They're going to come into the bar. It's a way for that bar to pick up business. So it's a really good feature to have. And you can see you can kind of do all of these things here. And these are all the platforms you can use it with. How does a mobile website look? What does a mobile website look on your phone? So we're just going to go over here to the emulator. And if this is my JMB detailing website, so if you pull out your phone and go to jbdetailing.com, and this is right here, there's the spelling of it, jbdetailing.com. You do not have to enter in anything else. Just do jbdetailing.com. And this is my actual website. It was designed by Motiply. You can see all the features we have. Here's the services. Here's the About section. And we did this before. We went to JMB Detailing. So this is what it looks like on a phone. That's what it looks like on the website. So you can see it's actually completely different. Completely different. So if we want to go to the gallery, we can see some of the pictures that I've, some of the work that I've done, and then we can go on so forth from there. Another good feature is the location feature. So if you want somebody to navigate to your shop, all they have to do is click this, click directions, and then whatever GPS you use, whether it be Verizon VZ Navigator or whether it be Google Maps, more likely Google Maps, it'll just do turn-by-turn directions. All you got to do is hit a button. If you were to hit this call button here, it'll actually redirect you through your phone so you can automatically call. So very easy, very easy to use. And then this right here is actually a full website. So let's say I didn't have a mobile website and I just had a website. this is what it would look like on the phone. You can see it's very hard to see everything. Nothing is zoomed in perspective. This is what it looks like normally, and this is what it looks like on a mobile phone if I did not have a mobile website. So you can see why it's important to have a mobile website. It's just easier to use. People like it. It's friendly. Moving on, so like I said, you could sync it all with your Constant Contact, MailChimp, and here's the ordering platform. I'm going to go over this pretty quickly. It's the only one that actually can be used through Facebook. So let's say a business doesn't have a website, they don't want a website, they just want to use their Facebook page, not a problem. They can actually order merchandise right off of the Facebook page. So here's some of the pizzas. Let's just do a bacon cheeseburger pizza because that looks delicious right now. We're going to do one quantity. We could add special notes in here, and then we're going to continue to shop. I did this once earlier today, so I'm just going to update the quantity here, and then I would check out. So all the stuff's pretty easy. You would enter in all of your email information and yada yada, and after you do that and you click continue to pay, then it would ask you for your credit card information. The reason why this is great is because it's synced with their system. So it's integrated with their system. So what happens is the moment you accept the credit card in the Order It At platform, it automatically sends it to their system, and they begin to create that mobile. They begin to create that website for. I mean not website, but they begin to create that pizza for you. Versus some of the older technology, you would actually send them a order, and it would be done. It would go through as email. Then they would check their email either 5 to 20 minutes later, and they would realize, oh man, this guy ordered a pizza 20 minutes ago. Let's get it in the oven. Take about 20 minutes. We'll get it back to him. So now you have like an hour and a half to get that pizza. Versus if you take that step out, you're saving 15 to 20 minutes, and then you get your pizza quicker. Why is that important? Well, it provides a service for you. You're happy. It was quick, and you're happy with it. And obviously, the quicker they get you the pizza, the happier you are. So that's why it's important. So back to the Order It At platform. You saw what it looks like on Facebook. I'll show you what it looks like on the mobile phone. There's a pepperoni, same thing. We can add additional pepperoni, add some anchovies, just add all this stuff. And then click Add Item, and you can see it updated in our phone. And then we would I want it delivered, and then we would enter in all of our information, and then continue to pay, and then enter in your credit card information. So it's a really easy platform to use. This is going to cost you an extra $100 a month, $99 a month. You say, man, that's a lot to use. Well, it costs us money to actually have you use the platform, so we have to host all of this stuff. So we do have to charge you something for it. But put it in perspective like this. Let's say you have 50 people that you have the websites for. So you have 50 different customers, and every single customer is using the Order It At platform. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge every one of those customers just an extra $15 a month. Okay? If you charge them $15 a month, see, you get 50 for $99 a month. Okay? So if you charge each one of these $15 a month, that's $750 a month. So you're paying $99, but you're making $750. So you walk away with $650 in your pocket of profit. So you say $99 maybe a month, maybe a lot a month, but it's not really when you charge them $15, $20 a month to have this feature, and they'll pay it because it's a great feature. So it's usually $149 a month. You can integrate this with, you can offer deals, reservations. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Usually it's $149 a month, but we are offering it for $99 a month. All right, everybody, that actually concludes the webinar. Like I said before, there is limit space available, so please send me an email at charles@motiply.com, and I will let you know if we have somebody in your area that's doing it. We do. If there's a large city, we have 4 or 5 people in that city. If it's a small city, then it's just exclusive to that one person. So just let us know. If you have any questions or concerns, give me a call, 909-206-1214, 909-206-1214. I do appreciate the fact that you've sit through this webinar and you have listened to everything I have to say. I will tell you now, I think everybody in here does have the ability to succeed at this because it is a very easy business to do. But I also believe everybody has the ability to fail if you get complacent, if you get lazy. entrepreneurship, that quote, I hope you took that with you. You are going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to put in that hard work, and you are going to make really good money with this business. Let's say you may not want to make a lot of money. You just want to offer an absolutely great app for a customer you may already have. It's perfect for it. If you are a business owner and you have a website and you're paying a company money every month to design a website for you, why not go ahead and design your own website? You don't have to pay them anything anymore a month, and then you can actually use this as an opportunity to make extra income. So no matter what your situation is, we have you covered here at Motiply. We want to make it as easy as possible for you. So I implore every single one of you to actually sit through and really debate if this is for you. I think it's a great opportunity. I do this on the side, in my free time because I like to make extra money, and it's kind of fun, actually. I like talking to people. So just get yourself out there, get your name out there, sell some businesses. If you want that nice car, pick up the phone, call companies, make money. Everybody, thank you again for joining my webinar. I really appreciate it. My name is Charles Eden. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call or email me. Thank you.